Yeah, and fuck you too!
Howdy folks, you're back with Big CheeZ for another revisit for the channel. So this, if you don't recognize it, I hope you recognize it, especially from the little opening thing we're doing. This is Drug Dealer Simulator. I know, okay? From the name, probably not something you'd expect from the channel, but to be fair, this game is not what you'd expect, I imagine. Okay, I would still maybe recommend it to minors, but there's a lot of fun, chilled out vibes going with this game, as you'd expect for a drug dealer, isn't it? This game has had, I loved it when we did the demo. I thought it was funny, the script was fantastic, the voice acting was wonderful, a lot of great mechanics to it, and the full game does not disappoint, okay? The scripting is still there, it's still funny, it's just really entertaining. The mechanics of this game, though, have been beefed up incredibly, really impressive what's there now, okay? So before, what you would do is, on demo even, right? So we had the first 8 levels, okay? So that's the first 8 levels of your character. Okay, as you climb, as you make deals and whatever, you gain more experience, you level up your character, and you level up these things. Okay, once you got to level 8, the game got a little bit sarcastic. Made you think you're having a drug-infused overdose where it's going really slow, but really it was just the game ending for that. Okay, now there's a lot more to it. As you can see, I'm not level 8, I'm level 18. These actually do have a factoring in now. Okay, so the more deals we make, when we don't take care of it, which is more kind of I am doing, and it's not good, okay, I need to do some deals at night to lower that. The exposition factor affects how many cops are on the street, okay? It also affects the likeliness that a DEA agent will eventually raid your house, seize your drugs, and potentially your money as well, okay? Now, I haven't been putting any of my money away in the bank. The exposition factor that I've got is purely from drugs. It's purely from making these deals, okay? The general risk factor, so raises with every risky trade, chance, and high risk action. The general risk factor raises the chance of being robbed, attacked, or ambushed by the DEA, okay? So I haven't yet met any of the thieves or anything like that yet. I know there is one. I know there's a Yakuza area that I shouldn't go into unless I'm invited in there. So I'm probably going to keep away from that for a long time. And like I said, the exposition factor raises by every criminal activity, including sales, police chases, and arrests. This affects your general visibility of your actions. High exposition means more police patrols. So yeah, the higher your risk, not just police patrols either, they have dogs. Dogs can, well, sniff out the drugs, as you may have guessed there, making things very difficult indeed, okay? Now, doing actions at night seems to lower it a little bit, which I do get quite high during the day on the exposition factor, and then I can reduce it by quite a lot at night because I do quite a lot of trades at night, because trades at night both reduce your risk factor and they give you more money and experience anyway, so treble the price, treble the reward there, sorry. But there's a lot more to change for this game than that, okay? So before, we would take our computer, okay, we would go over to Eddie, we would put a deal together. We would say, I want to make a new order. We'll take some drugs, put it in here, and we'll put an order together, okay? Eddie would then tell you how long it's going to take, and on the demo, it was always half an hour, okay? Now, especially with the amount of drugs I'm ordering, it's like 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours, because you're getting into the bigger amounts. Like you see down here, we have a $2,000 limit. When we first did the demo, we had a $200 limit. So, quite a lot in there. A lot has changed, okay? Seriously, this game is fantastic. I'm really enjoying this. I meant to go on this for like an hour or so, and I think I've been on this, how long have I been on this for now? I don't know if I'll tell you. No, I think I've been on this for a good 5-6 hours, and I'm still really enjoying this game. It's a really, really great game now. I'm hooked, yeah. So yeah, you'd order your drugs ready, you go grab your drugs ready from the drop zones. You take back here to your workstation. I know, my workstation is very organized, okay? So I have weed, I have amphetamines, I have ecstasy, and I have crystal meth, okay? All color-coded just so I don't get them mixed up. You would take them over here, you put them back down, you would put them into the pots, and then you would separate them out into drug packets, like this one here, okay? So this is 4 grams of marijuana. This feels like such a weird game to do on the channel, I know. But trust me, this is, it's just... Yeah, okay, I can't make this any better than it is. So, it's just a really good game. Now, what you just saw there potentially is that I lost a trade, okay? I failed a deal. Now, that's fine. There you go. Failed new delivery, deal of marijuana to Charlie Sanchez, okay? Now, the game has expanded as you would expect because it's in full release now. Now, if I do this, I can probably show you. Yes, there we go, okay? So, before, we had probably about these 3-4 areas, okay? I think we maybe could have got to that, but we didn't quite get to it. Now, this whole thing is opened up, okay? Downtown, everything around here. This is what the game calls Section B, okay? Now, past this point, that's where all the Yakuza stuff is going on, all right? So we're not going quite that far. But these few areas, this is all Section B, this is all what we have to eventually get into. Now, the game, like I said, it's a police state, okay? So if you're doing it, there's constant police patrols, dogs, whatever, during the day and night, and it's curfew at night time. So that's what the police hours is. If you're seen outside at that point, they're going to come at you no matter what you're doing, okay? It's easier to avoid them because you can be stealthier, you're at night, there's more shadows and stuff like that to cling to. But if they do see you at all, then they're going to come towards you no matter what you're doing. If you're walking, they're coming towards you. And if you run away from them, then you get the fugitive thing, which increases your exposition as well. It makes it very hard for things for the future, I imagine. But I'm getting distracted. So Section B has a checkpoint in order to get into it. Okay, there's police patrol there, which I will try and show you guys when it goes back to daytime. I'm going to try and do some deals at night and hopefully not go into Section B because I hate Section B. Like I said, there's a police checkpoint there which stops any drugs coming into or out of Section B. Okay, which means that if I have any deals going on in Section B, I'm a little bit screwed. There are, however, 3 ways of getting drugs into and out of Section B. Technically, there's only 2 because that's all the game tells you to find. There's a tunnel network. Okay, there is a tunnel on this side, a tunnel on that side. You pay a construction worker $100 a pop, both in and then another $100 to get back. So $200 a trip makes it very costly to get into Section B unless you have a lot of clients in there. Yeah, exactly. Now, not really that big a thing for me. I don't really want to be dealing with Section B. I'd rather just keep working in my section because I know it. I know the map very well here. I struggle to find the tunnel in Section B to get back. So unless my package gets dropped off in Section B, I don't really go into it very much. There is another way of getting around it, and I will show that later on, in case you want to jump on this game. It is a good way to save yourself some money, because if it's during the day, very easy to do this one, okay? All you end up doing is you throw there's a point in the fence where it's low enough that you can just throw your backpack over it. Which means that you're not paying to use tunnel to get your drugs back out again, so you save yourself $100. But I'll show you that later on. Other stuff has changed, right? So I'm gonna try and we're gonna set up some deals, and I can show you some stuff while we're doing this as well. Right, there's a whole load of drugs I haven't got into yet. Okay, next one to get into for me will be cocaine. I just said this feels very weird. But yeah, eventually I will get. I'm not unlocking it yet. I like to build things up, same as we do in Satisfactory. Okay, let's make this a little bit nicer by comparing it to Satisfactory. OTR. Okay. As you can see here, I have a lot of drugs ready to go, okay? Now, I have a lot of drugs ready to go. I have 100 up here, and I have 40 down here for these 2. I'm going to get the same sort of setup for these 2 worked out in a bit, but I had this done for a reason, because your clients are divided up into 2 sections now, okay? So first, when you start off with just working with Eddie, you have clients and whatever just down here. These clients, you keep selling to them, you just keep selling and selling and selling and selling, and eventually, they'll get like this one, okay? This means that she is addicted to crystal, okay? This is why she puts in such a big order for it. I know, okay? Fantastic, good money for me, not so great for her, but and you also have this now for your clients too. You have a quality expectation. If you keep giving them good stuff without cutting it down with, say, baking powder or stuff like that, stuff that can make it last longer, and increase your profits, they will keep that expectation. Now, if you don't cut it down, it makes it less likely that they will OD. Okay, that is a thing in this game now. You can get addicted to drugs, and you can OD if you take too many drugs. Okay, so messages for kids, whatever, playing this game. Bad things can happen. Okay, bad things. Don't do drugs. Just don't do drugs. Use simulator. Okay, sell them. That's as far as you should ever go. Maybe you shouldn't even do this far. I don't know. But it's really interesting mechanics for it. It's really cool for it. So they get hooked on drugs. Actually, they buy quite a lot from them. Now you have to kind of monitor yourself how much in drugs you regularly give them. You can refuse orders, okay? You can decline this stuff. If you want to like step them back a little bit, then you can do that. Okay. Now it's your job to kind of monitor that, because if you get too many people OD, you'll be known as the death doctor or whatever. You know, the guy who causes people to OD, and it's not good for business, right? Other side of things though, you have dealers now. So once you have these guys, your clients, with a good enough reputation with them, they will eventually text you to say, hey, any chance you're looking for, you know, any chance you're hiring, or that kind of thing. She'll then turn them into dealers. Dealers will put in big orders, so like this, okay, 23 grams of marijuana, okay. You take your stuff and you'll take it over to them. You'll give them the 23 grams, or whatever it happens to be. They will get in touch with you much later on to say, I have your cash, okay. And generally it'll be in the good high hundreds, okay. Now, like I said, the addicted ones, they will put in high orders anyway. So 11 grams of crystal meth. It's actually higher than some of my things actually there. Like, see, I've got a dealer who's buying 11 grams of speed. I've got a client who's buying 11 grams of meth. This is the benefit of making them addicted. They will buy a high amount, which is great for you. So I keep 100 up here ready for my clients, ready for my dealers, and I keep 40 down here ready for me to sell to my clients, because you still have clients, you still got to keep you've got to keep in touch with the people, right? I will eventually buy some more jars, and I'll have a bit more for myself, so I can keep doing my own deals and stuff like that. But it's a good little setup for it. It's good, you know, like, if you do play this game, it's a good thing to get into to kind of organize it to that extent. That's why I haven't got onto cocaine yet, because once I've got this organized, I'm going to probably exchange these little ones for a bunch of big ones, and have it still as weed, ecstasy, crystal meth, and cocaine, and have it organized like that. It's just, it helps me keep track of it. It helps me know what I have for my dealers. It makes me sure that I don't really miss out on any deals that go in on. Very good stuff, okay? Now, what else has changed this? So you can now actually buy jars and stuff like that. There's a little market over here. Where is it? Yeah, so it's in the old market. There's a market over here. You can buy from a lady over here, buy some jars. In the other area, there's Jay's shop, and there's the drugstore. They both sell a lot of stuff for you. Jay's shop sells a lot more of the accessory kind of things. So he'll sell a briefcase. I think the briefcase is meant to be more, not draw as much attention to yourself. Based on what you're wearing, based on the size of your backpack and stuff like that, the police will get more suspicious of you and come over to search you. Which is a very cool mechanic thing for it. But I think the suitcase, because it costs a lot and it can hold a lot, I think it's meant to make things a bit more like, oh, he's a businessman and that kind of thing. But you know, we'll get a bit into that later. I'm gonna set up some deals, and we're gonna go out and grab some stuff so you guys can see what it's like out there in police hours. Okay? Cool. All right, guys, we are heading out to get some deals done. Okay. Now, as you can see, night, very dark. I know, shock. Nighttime is dark. Now, what did you want? Oh, you want my dealers. Okay, so we give this stuff to her. Okay, my dealers don't give me any money when I first give them the stuff. Okay, that just gives me a shed load of experience. Right. I have to wait, which is fine. I don't mind that. I have to wait until my dealers sell the stuff, and then they'll come give me the money, or they'll message me and they say they have money waiting for me. Okay, which might be the case with this one, I think. Chloe, what do you? Oh no, you package as well. There we go. What do you want? You want this and you want this, okay? Which is look, I mean, it's very easy mechanics and stuff like that for this one, all right? Making the deals and stuff like that, it's chill. It's very easy going. The stuff comes at night when you have to kind of be careful, keep an eye out for cops, like over there, all right? You listen out to them, you can hear their radios, okay? Now, keep to the shadows and you'll be absolutely fine, whatever. Downside being, for me, is that there's a couple over there, and there's always cops over there. I'm fine over here. Let's just go. Yeah, going over there, it makes it tricky. Not impossible or anything like that. It's just tricky. What's going on? Where are the cops? Yeah, okay, that's fine. Now, I don't like to go into, like I said, I don't like to go into B. Section B, so I'm not going to. Simple as that. You can quickly identify where people are. It's not a hard thing to do. We'll drop that one. Perfect. Because it will tell you exactly where they are. Okay, downtown is in section B. I know that. I've kind of done my map for it. So I'm going to stay well away from it. Take one of those and call me in the morning. Beautiful. I think that might have been the last Who's Addicted, I think. I'm not sure. we'll see what happens to that. You might see that one gets OD'd. I don't know. I have got one OD on my list at the moment, which I'm not happy about. I don't like to have anyone die, ever, especially someone who's buying stuff from me. Sorry. Yeah, very whatever with that one. Let's see. We need 2 packs of that. Nice and easy. Like I said, it's not like that hardcore of a game. It's mostly just, it's dressed up with this. It's, you know, fun. It's not fun, I know. It's a, you know, it's a weird subject. It's a weird subject to do it on. But it transitions really well into a kind of economic game like this. You manage your time, you manage your money, you manage your, ooh. No, ecstasy's down here, that's fine. Where's the 20 pack of ecstasy? There it is. So the 20 and the 5 and the 2. You manage your employees. There we go, level 19. Bang in, perfect. You're pushing up against me, aren't you? No, you're fine. You manage your employees, you manage your clients, you manage your reputation, you manage your quality. It's all easy enough stuff to kind of do with this. And so I just need to. Okay, you're walking away, you're fine. We'll go down this alleyway. It's just nice. It's just a really good game for it. Like, I encourage you, give it a try. Like, don't just get put off by the subject or anything like that. It's got a lot of going for it, this game. It is on Steam at the moment. I tend to get a lot of my stuff off Steam. But yeah, see what you think of this one, guys. It's, you know, give me a feedback. If you don't, you know, I'm not going to turn this into a big, long... Where is the crystal meth? There's only 6 there. Oh, oh, sorry, I missed yours. My bad. I'll be back with your meth. Yeah, it's not there. Alright, I'm going to have to come back for that. Got to do something. Oh, yeah, this is one of the tunnels I was on about. So you pay him $100, he opens that tunnel for you, and you pop through. But I'm not really going to be doing a lot in Section B, just because it's a waste of money. It's $200 a time. I don't make a whole lot. I'm getting there. I'm getting there to making a lot of money. But then you use your money for a lot of stuff. So I like to make sure that I've paid up Eddie at every given point, okay? That way, at any given time, if I really need to, if I get raided or something like that, I can go back to Eddie and I can buy a shed load of drugs again to sell on, okay? Makes that nice and easy for me. It's cover more than anything. Like, I don't know yet what happens when I get caught out. I don't know quite what the DEA raids look like, but I will show you that if it happens. You can guarantee that. God, that'd be a good show. There we go. Now I'm telling that for you. But yeah, I think if that happens, I think it's just a fine. They take everything, so this is why you kind of have to make sure that you're ready to start again if it happens. I don't know if they take money from your bank. I don't know that yet. But I don't really use the bank because it just doesn't... It causes things to rise for you because you're making money and you're not declaring where it's coming from. Which, you know, understandably would make the... Oh, bugger. Fuck it. Run. 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 Just go. I shouldn't have even hesitated with that. I should just run straight away. Let's go back, Co. The weird thing is, like, when you're in your house, they can't get you. So, if I can do this... Ooh. Yeah, look, they'll run my past in a second. Well, they should run my past. This is where they just run up to me. Right, yeah, so as you can see, at night, if you spotted, and I should have really checked where I should have checked. If I looked to the left, because they sounded very close, if I looked to the left, I probably would have seen them, and then that was just bad planning by me. So there's a lot going into this game right now, okay? So there's the customer side of things have been greatly expanded, and I'm a fugitive, of course I am. The customer side of things has been greatly expanded.
I almost shit my pants. I suppose you've gone all the way, though.
It's been greatly expanded. You've got the addiction side of things.
Oh, you're a fugitive now.
Okay.
The policeman that chased you will probably recognize you, so watch out.
Oh.
Others will be more alerted for naughty-looking assholes like you running around the area. Better keep a low profile.
Okay. So it never did that in demo. That's extra stuff. That's funny. That's good. Yeah, client base has been expanded. You've got the addiction side of things. You've got the quality side of things. I think the money side of things does work now. So if you have a good reputation, you can charge them more money. I think that is a good thing now. I haven't done any of it yet because I'm quite happy with how things are right now because of how much I'm making. You've got the dealer side of things, which is really cool. easy to make money off that part, and they still get affected, I think, by the police hours as well. So if you do give them stuff, if they do have money waiting for you, if you are picking it up in the police hours, it's more money for you as well. So that's very good. I keep calling it subject B. I don't know why. Section B. It's an interesting area. I have to figure out how to get the extra things out of there, but. Daytime, not such a hard thing. I'm happy to do deals in there during the daytime if I can throw it over the fence, nice and easy. But the only way to get in and out of there with drugs during police hours is to go through the tunnel. It's $200. It's a steep thing for me. I'm not really going to do it unless I'm going in there when I go for dealers and stuff like that, and I have hundreds of grams of drugs on me. Then I may well look at doing it, but I'm not going to be doing it for a while. The areas I'm in right now, they make a good chunk of money for me. I don't really have to do much around anywhere else, so that's nice enough for me. What else is there? You can buy, and I'll show you this bit. You can buy houses and stuff like that now. You can buy hideouts, and then you can customize them. So if I go over here, right, I'll show you this other one in a second. You have Mike Buyers, right? Mike, you can view hideout renting offer. All right, so a bunch of places around town, I guess. Yeah, I mean, there's different places in town, but whatever. Different places around town, you have, different houses you can buy. And as you can see in the left, hideout stats, it comes with extra bonuses for you. So if you buy this one, you get an extra client, maximum client even, extra bonuses to sales. You have a lower amount of reducing in respect. So respect allows you to charge a higher amount in the areas. It also makes sure that your clients order more often if you have a higher respect in those areas. Okay. Now this one is in downtown, which is why I haven't really bought it yet. I do really want it because it gives me 2 extra clients, and it's got a lot of boosters to it. But it means $2,000. Okay, that's $2,000 from your bank account that can't be paid for with the money that you've got in your back pocket, unfortunately. Now, that is where a few other things come into play. Okay. You can't just hold on to money like I am doing. I will eventually have to put my money in the bank and take my toll with it. And there's 2 ways of doing that. Okay, so. First is you go to an ATM and you pay your money in, okay? Now, if you do that, you get the full amount. You get the full amount of money that you've paid into it, but it does get you a lot of risk factor, okay? Governments see that coming in, they are wondering where that money is coming from, okay? Now, I haven't done any of that yet, as you can see from this. I've got Social Security coming into it, but that is a regular thing anyway. I don't know if that is just constant. I think it is, but as you see, I've been buying quite a few things from other bits. So Quality Insurance Inc. Is an insurance policy payout. I don't know what that is. Okay. I think this bit might have been me, I think. I don't think the rest of this lot was actually me. I think it's just kind of money going in to show stuff that's been happening. Yeah, Porn Masters was definitely not, well... no, these ones, that Emma Store was definitely me. I don't know what that is. Oh, no, I do not. I bought a hideout. That's what that was. Yeah, I bought one. My bad. So the hideouts that we paid for from bank account, buying stuff for your drug area, your workbench, that's the one. Your workbench happy paid for up your bank, okay? So you have to put money into your ATM at some point. Now, the only other way of doing it is to use Gerard Francia. Okay, now Gerard will take your money, okay, minimum of 500, and he has a 40% fee. Yeah, so quite a lot. I know. So he'll take $200 if you put 500 in, so you only have 300 out of it. Covers all the paperwork and taxes. Contact me when you want to do business. Now, when you do it with him, it's completely clean. You put 300 quid. You know, in this case, you get $300 in there. And the government won't worry about it, okay? They'll see it as a legit thing. There'll be a paper trail for it. It'll all be good. But it does cost a hell of a lot. Like, if you're doing 1,000, you're going to lose, 400. So, yeah, a bit rough on that one. But if you're making that much money regularly, not such a bad thing. Now, what I need to focus on right now is I need to work with my dealers. So, Chloe Karash. I need to work with my dealers, keep giving them more. Their orders gradually go up as well. Okay, same as your clients do if you keep doing stuff with them. Eventually, bits and pieces just kind of work out for you and that kind of thing. All right, but so far, guys, the game has it's fantastically improved. There's a lot of extra stuff into this, a lot more management side of things into this. The deliver. Oh, I'm going to fail my orders now because I'm talking too much. Okay, that's what I do. Let's face it. Yeah, they're all going to be failing now. The cop side of things in this is really great. I love it. The reason why this the drug simulator thing works so well is because you have a lot of things that can tie into this really well. You have the economic side of things, but you have like the addiction side of things is a really interesting mechanic to work into a game like this. The fugitive side of things, it wouldn't really work in many other scenarios, but it works really well with this. Like the running away from the cops, the occasional having to behave yourself so you can manage this, that, and the other. The DEA part, I'm really interested to see how that kind of works out, because when you buy hideouts and stuff like that, you can furnish them. You can furnish them with hidden vaults, hidden safes and stuff, whatever. I don't know if that means you can hide drugs. You can hide whatever you want in them, I believe, but I don't know if that's a case to really hide more money or hide more drugs. So if you hide the drugs and they don't catch anything, maybe you're safe and scot-free. So if I could turn that whole wall into a hidden lock or whatever, then fantastic, it'd be great. But you can't do it with your initial flat. So you do have to buy another one in order to start doing that kind of thing. But guys, this game has got so much going for it. If you are looking for something to kill some time and have a good laugh doing it, this game has got so much going for it. The economic side of things, the mechanics, it's all great, but it's fleshed out with some really great script. It's funny, it's great delivery, great voice acting. I encourage you guys, jump on this on Steam. It's fantastic. Okay, give it a try for yourself. If you don't believe me, if you find that it's not quite for you, I'm really sorry. But this game, it's got a lot of funny bits to it. It's just got something nice to enjoy. And I don't think it's too much on Steam at the moment. I can't remember how much it was. I think it was tenner. I'm not sure. But I hope you've enjoyed this one, guys. This is going to be a quick little, jump back into it. I'm not going to turn this into a big, long series. I might do an occasional episode on this just so what else there is in the game now and again. But I'm going to be playing this one in my spare time, I think. But I hope you've enjoyed it. If you do want to see a full series on it, let me know, and I'm happy to put videos up for this now and again. But in the meantime, guys, just keep smiling, keep having fun out there, keep being nice to each other, and stay cheesy. I've been Big CheeZ, guys, and I will catch you later. Bye.